Greetings, this is Richard Nikoley at freetheanimal.com, coming to you from the corner of a video camera. Because the kitchen is so small, I have to stage it this way. So what we're going to do is breakfast. I'm going to do it on the hot pad, air fryer, and microwave, which is in the other room. And we're going to do eggs, ground beef patty, 2 sausages, and fried potatoes with German style with onions. Yeah. All right. Now I'm staged everything. Here's the eggs, oil, spices, da 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 da. And I took a picture already of everything staged. So first thing is my little trick for doing potatoes quickly. A protein shake container. Now I just add my potatoes to it. Okay, potatoes and onions in the shaker, close it down and shake it up. And what I'm going to do is 2 things at one time. I'm going to parboil these, which is 3 minutes in the microwave. And during that time, I am going to preheat the air fryer. I'll be back. It's ridiculous how quickly this is going to go, especially once I edit it. Get the pan hot, and we are going to be using coconut oil. Use coconut oil, palm oil, or avocado oil, or use an animal fat. But I don't have bacon. I rarely use bacon, so I use coconut oil. Enough. I'm preheating that too. And I have seasoned, I will be seasoning, I seasoned the beef already. Salt, black pepper, a little bit of cayenne, and the secret ingredient, MSG. And the reason I use that is because some years ago in San Jose, California, there's a Vietnamese tea house, And I noticed all these firemen and policemen every day there for lunch. I'm like, what the hell? Firemen, policemen going to a Vietnamese tea house. So I check it out. They're all eating burgers. So I was like, I gotta have one of these burgers. And my God, it was like the best tasting burger meat I ever had. Thought about it for a bit. I'm like, old Vietnamese ladies cooking burgers. What could possibly be the secret sauce in those? And I walked by when I left and I looked at them. I said, MSG, huh? And they just smiled at me. So, if you have a problem with MSG, I don't care. I don't. So I use it in a lot of stuff. All right. So the other thing is sausages. These are Thai sausages. One's a hot link that's mildly spicy, and a garlic, and they're coarse ground. So it's like those nice sausages where there's chunks of meat. They're 75% pork, 25% chicken. They're excellent, and they're cheap. I get them 10 each, package of 10 for 120 baht. It works out to about 30 cents per sausage. They rival anything I've ever tasted in terms of German sausages. The way it's gonna work is I'm gonna toss these in now, potatoes, and then I'm gonna do, just to give enough time, because I want everything to come out about the same time. Got my spatula here, and now that those are going, I am going to get the ground beef in there. So what we're gonna do, 4 minutes at 200. Flip it, and since these sausages are pre-cooked, just 4 minutes, the last half 4 minutes with the sausages in, because they just need to crisp up and cook and warm up in the center, melt some of that fat. This induction hot plate is pretty cool, actually. It takes a while to get to know it, if you know what I mean. Because at first I was like being thrown for a loop. It ain't like working on gas or even electric, for that matter. It is, though it is electric, it's not like an electric burner. I'm not precisely sure how it works. I'll have to check that out. I'm getting pretty nice. Although I'm still concerned about the onions being a little too burnt, a little too toasted. Trying to kick them up so they're not getting completely trashed. But everything moves pretty damn quickly. All right, so there's the, okay, now you can see what it looks like, and I'm gonna flip it. That easy. And I'm gonna add the 2 sausages to it, to the pan, and we go for another 4 minutes. I might just call it on these potatoes. What do you think? They're not bad. There's a lot of good brown on them. Onions are certainly done. So the next time, yep, I'm gonna call it on these potatoes because I don't want, because the onions get a little bit bitter if you let them go too long. So I'm gonna call it, and that's gonna give me time for eggs. It's my opinion that there's no fat better for eggs, for doing eggs, than butter. You may disagree, but you know, a lot of people like say, oh, use bacon grease. Yeah, bacon grease. Well, you know, if you're doing bacon and bacon grease, and you're doing your potatoes in bacon grease, if you have it, which is good, they come out really nice that way. And then you do your eggs in bacon grease too, you end up with a breakfast that tastes like bacon. The whole thing, right? No variety. So, I know you're exuberant about bacon and all that. More power to you. I love you. The pan is already very hot, but I want the butter just a little bit brown. So that's why I'm waiting. Let's go with eggs. Classic over easy. Butter just starting to brown. Yolks and I think it must be a natural thing, but the egg yolks in Thailand are kind of fragile. They're very easy to break the yolks. What do you want to bet that they're designed in the West to be a little bit more, they're bred that way instead of natural? Probably neither here nor there, but you know, since we all like to criticize modern food stuff, and some salt on those babies, and some pepper. toast on these eggs. I want them to turn it off just with the pan hot. And I'm gonna flip them. They're a little bit too disjointed to do the pan flip, which I did the other day and worked out okay. See, works good. Now we're gonna do these. Oops. And I broke one already. Told you, I could go a year in the U.S. without breaking a yolk, and I do it about every second time here in Thailand. So, yeah, there is an issue. Oh well. Okay. Now, we pull these babies. And now butter my toast. And get to eating. All right. I will snap a picture and add it.